So we come to Aquarius, and Aquarius is usually um, defined by the center stage. They end up becoming the center stage in a very different way, and we will talk about how. It is ruled by Saturn traditionally, and then, of course, we found that it has some Uranus characteristics, which is again a planet that was discovered in the New Age. The stage of life is the old age, and this is the sign where the representation is by a water bearer, uh, a water bearer who's really carrying the divine waters from the heavens and bringing it to the earth. This is a sign that is extremely eccentric. It is, one very good example Linda Goodman would say. It's like Sherlock Holmes. Like he is like the perfect Aquarian character. He is extremely eccentric. He has this odd and very unusual ways. He is extremely inventive. We cannot quite understand his methods. He's very curious, also seems detached sometimes, and Dr. Watson is needed as a foil to connect to people. And yet he really cares. That's why he solves those mysteries for them. Of course, he cares about just solving those mysteries. But even though he is a detective, or he is a investigator, he still comes up with his own curious inventions, which is very Aquarius like. In fact, this modern age, we've had so many Aquarius inventors who have invented all the comforts, all the new technologies, and they are highly individualistic. And the funny thing is, that in spite of this, they are huge humanitarians. It is the individual people sometimes they find harder to deal, but they do care about their humanity. I have one astrologer who had said that, Aquarius are like Prometheus. They Prometheus is someone in the Greek mythology who went and he stole the fire of gods and brought it. And fire is the one of the first inventions. Um, like creating fire ourselves is one of the first inventions, and all these modern forms of electricity, they are also some kind of fire, and it's like they existed in another dimensions, and Aquarius bring it to our earth. Um, and sometimes because they are so eccentric, they might feel as outcasts. They might feel that they are left out. And they are always who will create new mass trends. They can also be seen as very saintly because they do have this detachment and they are humanitarian, but they are not so much about the personal. Now, if you think about it, Capricorn is the old king who made this huge plan, and he accomplishes, and he brings it, he builds that whole kingdom. It is different than the Leo, who really is like a hero who creates that kingdom, and he makes it heroic, and he makes people have pride in that kingdom. No, a Capricorn will actually accomplish these things, but then after he has accomplished, there will be some blind spots which will cause that kingdom to crumble. And that is when the Aquarius comes in. The Aquarius is a genius in creating something new, in inventing something new, in bringing about the technology needed. Many overwhelming problems that are at a mass level can be resolved by this Aquarius genius. They are extremely futuristic. If Scorpio is past life progression, this is future life progression. Um, and they are actually, now oddly, see, there are many paradoxes in Aquarius, and they are very friendly. They are someone who will have a large group of friends. They will be because one of their traits is they are very curious. They will ask many questions, and it is never like an interrogation. It is never to make you feel as if they're grilling, but really they want to know. And you know what? That is one of the most flattering things anyone can do. Someone who's genuinely interested. However, because they are not attached, the interest is not coming from attachment. They can even shut off, like just like they can, because you might get very attached, but they might be still detached. So, I mean, they are another species, if you look at the Aquarius zodiac, it is very much high in the heavens. It is known to be the highest point, and it is almost like they are not of this world, but they are just high enough, and then Pisces is even beyond. So, this is the chart which is known to be friendliest. They are better in uh, you know uh, organization, especially humanitarian ones, um, in foundations. This is and many of their geniuses actually benefit humanity on a large scale, and that is why they will get the especially if Aquarius is positive, then they will get those rewards and gains and accolades come their way. So that is my understanding of Aquarius.